Bonjour tout le monde! Welcome to our last week of online learning. Can't believe we made it. Proud of us all. Hope that you guys know and realize that your teachers really would have rather been in class with you this whole time. Obviously, is our preferred way of teaching and spending time with all of our students. So I'm proud of all of us for changing so quickly and being flexible. And it was hard for your teachers, but I know that it was hard for you all too. So I'm really proud of you guys for just taking everything that was thrown at you and going with it and still getting your work done and still learning. I know it was probably really hard, and I'm very impressed with you and proud of you. So merci beaucoup for all your hard work. Before I start on what we're gonna do for this last week in regards to finals, I don't really know how much Mr. Corda has sent home. Sometimes I can't tell if his emails are just to teachers or if they're to parents and teachers. Sent home about finals, but so hopefully I can tell you what I'm going to tell you in this video. But from what he said to us teachers, we're not required to give you a final exam. Only certain departments or classes are going to be required. So for us, I could either give you a final exam or I can give you a final assignment that is still a review of the entire semester. So I'm going to talk, we have a meeting with the other language teachers tomorrow, Monday. So I don't have a whole lot of information as to what that will look like for the language department right in this moment. But I'm thinking about it, we're going to meet about it, and I will let you know as soon as I know and have decided. So stay tuned for word about finals. But I'm hoping and going to be pushing for it not being an exam, just because it really is a lot of work for us teachers to make your tests virtual, and I don't know if it's going to be as productive for how long it's going to take us to make them. So I would really prefer an assignment that is more of a review rather than a final. So I will let you know about that when I know. Also, I know I've been having Zoom office hours every other week, but I don't think I'm going to do it this week because I would rather have it next week when you guys are working on whatever review final thing that we do, because that'll probably be when you have more questions. So to be determined on that as well. I will let you know when we have our last Zoom office hours. And I want to just have an opportunity to see you all and tell you to have a good summer, whoever wants to show up. So this week we are learning, so this is what I always do the last week before finals in level 3, is we just throw in some pronouns because why not? They're useful but also simple to learn, I think, so not super difficult this week, and it just is a good thing to take up a short chunk of time. So for Monday and Tuesday, you have the pronouns lui and leur, and I know you've seen these and used them, so hopefully that will make them a little bit easier, that you've seen them and can usually tell what they mean. Now you'll just learn how to use them and place them in a sentence yourself. But you have the notes over those, and then there's a worksheet to practice, and that is due Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Then for Thursday and Friday, you have the pronouns I and en, and these ones we've learned less or seen less. Ilia, is in Ilia, so that's really the only phrase that we've used it in. So these will be a little bit more new information, which is good. And again, you have notes over that, and then a practice worksheet that will be due Thursday at 10 p.m. And then Friday, I have a worksheet that's going to be all tenses practice, and it's pretty short. I just have 5 sentences practicing passé composé, 5 sentences practicing the imperfect, and 5 sentences practicing the conditional. I could have given you a million sentences on each one, but if you can do 5, you can probably do 10, and you'll have more practice with all of those in the review packet as well. So that's just a little brief practice of all the big tenses that we learned this year, and that is due Sunday night at 10, I think I said, on Power School. And then there is an extra credit worksheet, so I'm trying to give every level some sort of extra credit. opportunity, especially if you're someone that has gotten points off for turning things in late. So it's not super fun. I was thinking of making our Cyrano project extra credit, but that project is kind of really involved, so I think you would deserve more for it than what I would want to give you for extra credit. So I just made it a worksheet, so it's not super fun, but I think it is tricky and challenging. It's a story, and you have to fill in the blank of whether or not you're going to use passé composé and imparfait, and then correctly conjugate it as well. So for doing that worksheet, I'll give you 5 points extra credit, and if you get everything correct, I will give you 10 points extra credit. And like if you get everything but 1 correct, I'll give you 9 points. Like I'll kind of like estimate a little bit or change. If you get most of it right, I'll give you a little bit more than 5 points. But if you get everything right, I'll give you 10 points because I'll be pretty impressed if you can get it all right. And then I'll post the key for that, so the extra credit is due Sunday night. I will as well, because we're not supposed to make anything due after this week except for our review final, whatever that is. So I will post a key for the extra credit on Monday along with the all tenses practice extra credit, so I am not accepting the extra credit late because I don't have to, because it's not an essential or required assignment, and the key will be up. So that for sure, I am not giving any credit for the extra credit assignment if it's turned in late. However, if you do have things to still turn in, assignments, please do turn them in still. You have, I think, until the 20th of May to turn late work in. You will get points taken off. I'm not taking off that many points, so please do turn your late work in so that you can get credit for it, because right now, if you haven't turned something into me, it's a 0. So if you're not sure what you still have to do, go into PowerSchool and see what you have 0s for, and then they're all still posted on the previous pages on PowerSchool Learning. So please turn in your late work. If you know you have a friend that's been slacking, please encourage them to turn in their late work. I want you all to get the grade that you deserve for this semester and for this quarter. So I think that's all I've got for now. I hope that you watched the Cyrano movie and enjoyed it, and hopefully you will find these pronouns that we're learning this week useful, and then I will let you know when we're going to have our final Zoom, and I will let you know what our final assignment will look like when I have decided. So let me know if you have any questions. À la prochaine. Au revoir.